Hey everyone, what's up? On this video I'm gonna be showing two private matches in which I used this build here for one of our latest DLC predators, the Pirate Predator. It's a build mainly focused on using the Plasma Caster. As you guys can see, I'm using the Little Lens perk, which decreases the visibility of the laser of the Plasma Caster, which allows you to just freely charge the Plasma Caster in any location that you want, even in front of the fighting. Most of the time, at least if you are playing day mode, as you guys know, I mentioned many times that this perk doesn't work very well in night mode. This is a build that I mainly try to do in these private matches, because in private matches we can just choose the map and whatever it's gonna be, day or night mode. And usually in private matches everybody just plays day mode because night mode is very unfair against the Predator. So this perk here works very well for day maps. Most of the time they won't be able to notice that you're just about to release the shot until it's too late. Detail Lens allows you to do like surprise charger plasma caster shots, right? Usually the red hits, because you can position yourself in any angle in a position that allows you to do the right hits, which can in many occasions one-shot fighting players or just get them at very low health. Without this perk, most of the time you kind of have to charge the plasma caster while hiding your laser, because if they see the laser right away, a good fighting like the ones that I'm playing in these private matches, as long as they see the laser, as long as they know that you are charging, they're either gonna go behind cover, just gonna move out of in an angle where you won't be able to do enough damage against them, or they're just gonna all start shooting at you. And I mean, for anyone that has the Predator in private matches, at the time that it takes for the Predator to fully charge the plasma caster to do a charged shot, it's usually enough. If you are like 4 fighting players shooting at you, you're probably gonna go second win before you even manage to finish releasing the shot. So this perk here has always been useful for those occasions, for in private matches. For many people that have seen my previous videos talking about builds, I use this perk a lot with the Elder class, because the Elder, which was the first class to have the Stalker specialization, it used to be exclusive to him. Stalker specialization is really more effective if you're just like in standing. It's just about standing still and doing plasma, because it's just usually the best weapon for you to take advantage of this specialization. You do more damage, all your stamina is full. Your stamina is full while always charging the plasma. Also can work like if you're shooting the plasma caster, the plasma pistol or the bow, but usually it just tends to work better with the plasma caster overall. And using Dithered Lens together with downrange, together with Stalker, has always been like the main thing when I use the Elder with Stalker. It was like it tends to be very effective, as you're able to do just charged shots with the plasma caster right on the fighting before they can do anything about it. And the Pirate Predator is pretty much like the meta for Stalker. It's definitely, in my opinion, I can already say it's like a S-tier Predator class right away. It's a better Elder, a better Cleopatra, even a better Bionic. No, Bionic was already like a better version of both the Elder and Cleopatra. Both because it had a better stamina. You didn't have like to use Adrenal, just like this class. I mean, usually against with the Elder, my build for it was Dithered Lens, downrange, and Adrenal boost, because the stamina of the Elder and Cleopatra wasn't very good. I needed to use the Adrenal boost to be able to manage it better. But with this class, both Pirate and Bionic didn't require to use Adrenal boost, and they had a lot more energy. I mean, at least Bionic used to. Now he doesn't have it because they nerfed it. But now they gave the same amount of energy to the Pirate. So the Pirate overall is better than all these other classes. Even before the nerf of the Bionic, this class would already be considered like a better Bionic even before they nerfed the energy, just because of the perk points. Because the weakness of the Bionic was the fact that they had 9 perk points. Well, this one doesn't have this weakness. This class, to be honest, it doesn't have much of a weakness. It's like a little bit, it's not as fast and doesn't have as much HP as other classes, but it has a lot to make up for it, to be honest. It doesn't really matter. You don't have to use Adrenal boost like Elder or Cleopatra. And unlike with the Bionic, if I try to use the Dithered Lens build with the Bionic, with together downrange, I wouldn't have any perk points left. I wouldn't be able to use a third perk. With the Pirate, that is possible. You can put a third perk here, and usually I just go with a large pounce. Either large pounce or medic would be good, but well, only 12 perk points, so large pounce is very good. Having 2 more medkits, straps, and motion detectors are very good. Also, he has the most amount of gear points. It's kind of funny because like, oh, Bionic has 15. Yeah, but the amount of gear, the gear that you have in this game doesn't allow you to use all 15 gear points. So even if the Bionic has more gear, it doesn't matter. This class can carry the same amount of gear that the Bionic can. So like they decreased in comparison to the Bionic. This class has less gear, more perks, but it doesn't really matter having less perk points. I mean less gear points, because you can still carry the same amount of gear as the Bionic. So this class here, some people are gonna say, oh, it's pay to win. I mean, it's better stats wise than pretty much like almost like all the other classes for sure. Like it's really useful, but fighting is still OP. Like even if this class, even if they were to make a Predator with all max stats, which is not the case for this one, because Stamina, movement speed, and HP of this class is around the same level as Hunter. It's not like maxed. So in regards to that, it's kind of very, very balanced, the other stats that this class have. But even then, like even if the Predator had like all maxed stats, the fighting damage is just so overpowering in this game. Besides the other abilities like Tracker with Recon, Field Medic, and the other fighting DLC class that can be very overpowered, that I don't think this class is pay to win. If someone asks me, oh, this class pay to win now, it's just good. It's just good. I mean, for now, until they maybe in the next patch they're gonna nerf it. But yeah, more on the build. It's mainly focused on using the plasma caster, like I said, but it also using the other weapons can be useful. I mean, you can do a lot, and because of the energy of this class, because this class has a lot of energy, the most amount of energy in this game, it allows you to use a lot of charge shots. And like the Bionic before the nerf, this class doesn't have any drainage of energy while using cloak or thermal, so you can just like use thermal vision and cloak right at the start of the match, and you can like make that. And that is something that is useful because using cloak or using thermal vision makes noise. You don't want to do that close to the fighting. It's better to do it away. In other classes, doing that very away from the fighting is a problem because by the time that you reach the fighting, your energy will have already gone down a little bit. But since this class doesn't have drainage while using both cloak and thermal, you don't have to worry about those things. So you can use it right at the start of the match and just go right to the fighting. Your energy is still gonna be full, and you can do 5 plasma caster charge shots before you energy overload. So like I just start with a lot of plasma caster shots. And then, since I don't want to energy overload, because energy overloading is gonna expose my position to the fighting, that's when I try to change to the Combistick or the plasma caster. Usually, I try to get someone down with like 4, while I'm trying to do 4 charge shots with the plasma caster. After that, I can try to switch for the other weapons. But usually, I try to not energy overload, as that gives away my position. It's mainly focused on use the plasma caster. But when in some situations, the Combistick and the plasma pistol can be very useful, and it's mainly about using it from the branches. Like I'm gonna be staying to the high ground most of the time during these matches. That's about it, because the Stalker, I only get the damage boost on Stalker while I'm having my stamina full, and I'm moving the branches. There is no drainage for stamina. Running in branches or jumping between branches doesn't cost stamina, so I can just maximize the potential of the Stalker specialization by just staying up there and just shooting plasma from the caster, shooting plasma from the pistol. That's pretty much it. Having bear traps and can also be useful just to throw from the branches. Might get someone trapped, and which usually leads to a very easy kill. Motion detectors are also good for if you know where the camp where the fighting is gonna be doing the mission at, to just locate them faster. This is a very effective build. But like I said, the Dithered lens perk doesn't work very well in night map. So if this is gonna be like a public match in night map, I would just trade this for medic. This is still a very good combination. Like, it won't be as easy to use the plasma caster in night mode because the laser stands out way too much, but you can still like use it a little bit. I mean, if with the sparks, I would probably focus a little bit more on the plasma pistol than the plasma caster. I was just curious because I mean, like I said, Dithered lens build with the Elder was a thing that I used to main for a while ago in private matches, so I wanted to see how it goes with this class. And yeah, this class is just much more effective. It's more effective than overall than the Elder build that I used to use in privates for 2 reasons. This class doesn't require me to use Adrenal Boost as my 3rd perk, so I can bring large pounds, which allows me to bring more medkits, which usually with that build with the Elder, eventually I would have to rely on picks, which is not the case for this one, and more energy. It's just like, really, the amount of energy that this class has is just so good. By doing more shots with the plasma, and with the lens it just makes it better because you will usually be able to finish charging it before the fighting starts shooting at you. So I'm not gonna be showing these private matches, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
This way!